What is up, guys? So I received a question from my iOS 14 sort of walkthrough video that I did the other day, and I was asked what didn't they take from Android. So iOS has now well, taken a lot of things from Android. I think both Android and iOS kind of take from each other, to be honest, but they did take a lot of features that have been on Android for a while, and I want to go over 5 features that are still exclusive to Android that will probably over time make its way to iOS eventually as well. But as you can see, they added the widgets that's been on Android for the longest. The new app drawer on here also been on Android for a very long time. And also you do have the picture-in-picture mode. So if I go to full screen and boom, as you know, just like on Android, you can drag it around and go to different applications and stuff like that. And that's one of the first things that I want to touch on is definitely multitasking. I do think Android still has a big hand up on multitasking. Of course, you do have the picture-in-picture, but Android actually has pretty good multitasking, as good as it gets on a mobile phone. So you still have split-screen multitasking, which iOS does not have. So if I want to come into YouTube for a second here, I will hold this down, go to split screen. And then if I wanted to come in the Play Store, boom, I'm in the Play Store, and I can sort of bounce through both applications, and I could resize. And this is pretty much standard on Android. You don't have this feature on iOS at all here, and it's a really nice feature just to be able to bounce back in between 2 essential applications that you're using. So Samsung actually does a step above, and let me go ahead and show you. So let's go into Play Store, hold this down, and then we get what Samsung calls is the smart pop-up. So we can actually resize the window, so it gets really technical. I can push it down as a bubble, pop it up, have 2 applications, boom. If I want to go back into Gmail, so as you can see, Android takes multitasking to a whole nother level. I can resize the window as well, put it back in the full screen. So as you can see, very cool. I think Android still does multitasking the best, 100%. Number 2 would be secured folders. Now this is really popular on Samsung devices. So if I go down here, you can see secured folder little icon here. So basically you can pretty much clone applications, move files that only you want to see. So I'll go ahead and turn it off just to show you the full experience. So I will come in here, and I downloaded like some dating apps to show you. So I have Tinder on here, and the other one I downloaded, so you don't see it. So I'll go ahead and actually type it in just to show you Tinder. So it's not gonna pop up. Now if I go to my secured folder, put my password in, as you can see, the applications pop up now. As you can see, Tinder right there. And if I wanted to add files, so if it would be video, audio, documents, whatever, images, it would ask me if I wanted to copy those files or completely move them. So if I move them, they won't be on the standard Photos application. They'll be in this one. So it's like having 2 phones essentially in one. So if you live in a file or whatever, or if you just just a private person, then the secured folders is definitely a feature that is lacking on iOS, and it is an awesome feature again if you're into high privacy and stuff like that. Also, another great feature, which is the next feature that I think is slept on, is the Kids Home. So or Samsung Kids. Now I think Redmi has a version of this, but I think Samsung only does this. But as you can see, if you have like a child or whatever, or just a kid or whatever, and you don't want them messing around with your phone, you can have this on here. So it's only certain applications, kids games and stuff like that, which is really nice. So you have access to the phone, the camera, and the gallery, and it's all customizable. It's got parental controls on it, as you can see if I come here. So they can't be changed. You can see the daily playtime, kids creation, all the stuff. You can add contacts, music tracks. So this is definitely really useful. So if you just need to give your kid your phone, then this is really awesome feature to have. I think it's really slept on, and I really like that Samsung throws this one in here. Next is screen sharing, so I brought out the V60 for this because I think it does it the best. But as you can see, you have the screen sharing option on Android. It's usually on most high-end phones, but what's interesting is iOS does not have a very good and simple screen sharing feature, so you can do screen sharing, but it's definitely kind of a hassle from what I've seen. You have to have your phone plugged into the TV, and then there's wireless options that I've seen are kind of a hassle. Some of them you have to pay for, and others you have to have Apple TV if you want the really simple method, which a lot of people don't have. A lot of people have your basic Samsung smart TVs, LG smart TVs, and it's very easy. So all you do is really click on here, and as you can see, it's on my Samsung 7 Series TV, and it just automatically connected. So if I go into the living room, as you can see, we are connected to the TV, no problem. And on the V60, it's pretty lag free. I usually don't have issues. So if you like to play games on your TV and you want to do that, then you will be able to do that on here, no problem. So definitely very cool thing to have. I'll go ahead and jump in the Subway Surfer just to show you. So as you can see, playing perfectly fine. Audio, everything works. I know a lot of people like to use this to watch Netflix or Disney Plus on, stuff like that. But as you can see, it works perfectly fine. So an awesome feature on Android. Now last is to be able to customize icons. So if I come to settings, and this is on Oxygen OS, but you can do it on any Android phone really, but Oxygen OS does it really great. It's just, you know, standard in these settings, but as you can see, I can mess with the clock styles, the buttons. I can choose what color I want it to be. I can choose what I want it to look like, the tone, the shape, but I can even go farther here. And if I go to Icon Pack, I can download Icon Packs in the App Store. So let's just find a free one here. So this one right here, Lines. Let's go ahead and download and install that. So now that it's installed, I just click here, apply, and boom. As you can see, completely different looking icons. Pretty crazy, huh? And yeah, like, nah, not really. But yeah, I love it. I love being able to change the complete look of my phone, especially if you're just an artistic or creative person. You really have fun with these. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.